How's it good, everyone? Wayne the Known here, and welcome back to another episode of Geeking Out, where we basically discuss everything Nerd and Geek related, or I discuss everything Nerd and Geek related, depending if there's a group or not here. Anyway, today, tonight, tomorrow, or whenever you're watching this, or in the distant future, I am going to be giving my quick little thoughts on the upcoming sequel to the 2021 film Mortal Kombat for MK2, which was originally supposed to come out this year in October, but has been pushed back to May of next year, which will literally make it 5 years since the first film came out. And as much as that sucks, I trust I trust the studio in the process. I imagine it'll be good. It was nice to see the trailer that they released a few months ago. Yeah, it's been like I think a month or two now since they released the trailer. I know a while back also they showed some poster images of some of the characters, some new characters, some returning characters, and honestly, not gonna lie, I think the cast is perfect. Louis Tan's returning, Sonya Blade's actress returning, Hiroyuki Sanada is returning as Scorpion, Joe Taslim is returning as Bihan, aka Sub Zero, and oh yeah, and also Jax is also returning. I will probably put their names since I can't remember them. Actually, you know what? Give me, I can just look it up right now. I'm usually one for doing research in advance, but at this point, I do not care. No, Bridget Wilson. That was the first one. Jessica McNeamy. Yeah, she'll be returning as Sonya Blade. Um, and then, oh, here we go. But yeah, Mashad Brooks will also be returning, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, Lynn Williams was in you know, like one, and Mortal Kombat Annihilation basically wore power gloves. But honestly, I'm glad to see these casts returning. We'll also see Shang Tsung's actors returning, and also quick little thing here. I am so glad to see Raiden with a video game accurate looking outfit. I didn't mind the robes in the first one, but it is nice to see. Also to see uh, Carl Urban will be playing as Johnny Cage, and from what we've seen in the trailer, he looks like a washed-up actor from the '90s. Just for what we heard in the trailer about how that was all in the '90s, and no one wants to see reboots and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. And I know Carl Urban. I think from the trailer, I think he will do well, especially if he's supposed to be playing an older Johnny Cage. Because I know some people are wanting the Miz to play as him, and I could see it, but it looks like they're going with an older Johnny Cage, which honestly I don't think is a bad idea. I know we've had other actors who played of Johnny Cage. We had Lyndon Ashby, who in the first Mortal Kombat from '95, and then I can't remember the actor who played as him in the sequel. Didn't really have big screen time, and I also know that Casper Van Diem also played as him in the Mortal Kombat Legacies, which, again, really great cast. We're also introduced to some newer characters. We get to see Kitana for the first time in live action in a long time. Because no, she was also in I think she was in Legacies. Yeah, Kitana was in Legacies as well. After her appearance in MK and in MK Annihilation. We'll also be seeing Sindel again, and this time we actually get to see the effects of her screaming. It looks more accurate, and I'm looking forward to it. I know they showed Kano's back, so I'm like kind of hoping they explain how the hell he survived getting, had getting that jabbed in the eye. Kind of curious on how that they're gonna explain that one. Also Liu Kang is back, which is good to see, and then Kung Lao is also back too, which I'm guessing is probably will be resurrected by Quan Chi, which is played by Damon Harriman, who is best known for his role as Charles Manson in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and in Mindhunter. So that, honestly, it fits. It fits the role. We also get to see Shao Kahn this time, and this time he's wearing his helmet, and it's so much better. Played by Martin Ford, who's like a 6'8" bodybuilder. So like, not only is he tall, but he's like jacked, like how Shao Kahn used to be. I know we had Shao Kahn in the other film, but that was like no disrespect against the actor. I think he did good for what he was giving. It just like I'm not like Shao Kahn always shouldn't be like having his helmet off, but I get it. It was probably uncomfortable to wear, as probably were most costumes back then. But it looks part of it also looks CGI. Um, and let's see who else. Who else is being brought into this? Baraka is also, which is played by who's played by C.J. Bloom, and looks so much better. I'm gonna be bringing up a lot of points from the old from MK Annihilation because like seeing this version of Baraka, it looks so much better. It looks more. He looks more like he does in the more modern games, like from MK9 to like the recent MK reboot, which is again the best thing this could do. And then Simon McCoy is returning as director, which is also good. Let's see here. We also get introduced to some new places as well. Well, some new places that have been in the games. We get to see Raiden's Sky Temple, because again, if you've seen the trailer, and I'll show probably a quick snippet of it, where they basically, it looks like they're being transported to Raiden's Sky Temple. Let's see, what was the other one? You can also see the Tarkatan camp, which is going to be pretty nice. Oh yeah. So what it looks like, and there's actually I can show a reference. We get to see the blue portal. It's one of the scenes shown in the trailer where we can see Kung Lao fighting Liu Kang. So it possibly looks like Liu Kang is a revenant, not Liu Kang, Kung Lao, which would make sense because Kung Lao was turned into a revenant in MK9, and then again, we saw him in MKX, and then again in MK11, and then after that the whole thing the world gets rewritten by Liu Kang, god of fire and thunder. I think it was that. That timeline's all fucked up. If you don't mind me, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Let's see, what else am I looking forward to seeing? I did like the scene because in the trailer, there's also a Red Band trailer, which is more graphic, which I don't want to show because I don't want YouTube to get all mad. But during the trailer, we do see Shao Kahn's invasion on Adenia, where he, kills King Jared, kidnaps Sindel, and takes Kitana as his adopted daughter. So there's definitely, it looks like there's going to be a storyline for that. It looks like there's kind of like quite a few story arcs from what we've seen. Liu Kang fighting Kung Lao, Kitana with Shao Kahn, and then Johnny Cage basically, I don't know what that story's going to be, but that could be one of the main focal points. Johnny Cage just basically like, washed up actor, just basically, we need you, Johnny Cage. We believe in you. We need you for this. You're more than just a shitty actor. Sorry. I'm gonna get a read into the comments for that. Oh yeah, I'm also looking forward to seeing Jade, because we have not seen a live action version of Jade since MK Annihilation. She is going to be played by. She played as Nora in the recent season 2 of Last of Us. And we'll be yeah, Tati Gabriel. She's also gonna be playing in. Oh God, she's gonna be. What movie? What game? What game is that she's gonna be in? It's by Naughty Dog. Oh yeah, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. Yeah. So this is not her first time being in something based off a video game. So I think she's gonna do well, and I know some people were like, "Oh, why is she bald?" Look, it doesn't matter if she's bald as long as she plays a character. It doesn't matter. Like it does not matter. You've seen you. I mean, if anything, you've seen what a good chunk of the female fighters, like what their looks of what they look like over the years. Like it doesn't matter as long as she plays Jade right. Like I think she's gonna do. I think she's gonna do a good job. I'm really curious how the fight scene is gonna go between her and Kitana because we do see a fight scene briefly with her and Kitana, and I think there's another. I don't know if there's another one. I'm also looking forward to the fight scene between Johnny Cage and Baraka, which has kind of been a thing because they had a fight scene together in MK9, and then in Mortal Kombat, the animated movie, I think it was called Battle of the Realms. I think. Yeah, Battle of the Realms. Yeah, we see a fight scene between a brief fight scene between Johnny Cage and Baraka in a giant tower thing before it explodes. So yeah, and also I do like the iconic scene where he puts his sunglasses on with a middle finger. Yeah, Carl Urban's gonna do a good job. I mean, this is not Carl Urban's first time being in a video game movie either. He was in the Doom movie mini. Oh God, I think it's been almost 20 years now. Yeah, it's been 20 years. Yeah, he was in Doom as Reaper. Yeah, so this is not his first time being in a really. Huh. Yeah, not his first time being in a video game movie, so that's kind of cool. Um, so let's see. So he was in like his 30s when that movie came out, and he's like 50 something now. Yeah, perfect cast for and he was also in Judge Dredd. He was also in Lord of the Rings. He was in Thor Ragnarok. So yeah, no, it fits his character perfectly. He was also in The Boys. So yeah, I think Carl Urban will do a fairly good job playing as Johnny Cage. Uh, who else is in this? I'm trying to think what else I can talk about because we're almost like 13 minutes into this. Uh, I mean, so from what I've seen, the budget is about $13 million more because it was like 53 million. For the first one, made like 40 million. So the fact that they got approved, despite it not doing well, but it being like doing a decent well enough to get a sequel, I think is honestly cool. I'm honestly like, okay, all right. See, first one wasn't bad because I remember it also didn't help that it came out during COVID, so they did a release on HBO Max. So I imagine COVID's over, they'll be able to have I think that's why it's also getting a sequel because it did so well on HBO Max as well. So I imagine they're going to release this one in theaters and may also do an HBO Max release as well, just to get a good viewership and it'll make some good money back. Cause yeah, no, I'm hoping it does well because I'm definitely seeing it. Again, it sucks that it's not coming out this year, so we're at least gonna have to wait. What it was supposed to come out October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 6 months. Not 6 months before this one comes out, so enough time to release another trailer, possibly, potentially. Yeah. I think that's it. And I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing the actors return. I'm glad to see Raiden. Almost everyone, it looks like, you know, has a pretty good, accurate look At least almost everyone's outfit is kind of reminiscent of outfits throughout the games since it came out in like 90. Was it 92? I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, 1992. Damn. That long, huh? I didn't realize it was that long. Yeah, it came out originally in August of 92. But I have high hopes for this. I think it's going to do well. I mean, I'm not going to overhype myself, just in case, but I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah. Again, the movie comes out May 23rd, 2026. I hope they don't push it back. But with how most things are with movies, TV shows, video games, they want to perfect it. And I'm hoping it doesn't. Yeah. As always, I'm Wayne the Unknown. Until next time, thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also shout out to those who follow and support the channel.